The Cold War wasn't really one war. It was more like a series of slap fights between the US and the USSR. After World War II, the two superpowers basically hated each other's guts. Maybe because President Truman forgot to tell Stalin about the A-bomb? Oops! Stalin stayed mad about it for a pretty long time, and so the US and Russia fought a series of proxy wars. Basically, instead of fighting each other directly in their own countries, they picked opposite sides of other people's fights. Real mature. They tried to make it sound all noble by saying it was about ideologies and making the world safe for humanity. The US wanted everyone to be capitalists, and so they outlined a policy called containment, which was a misleading name since really its goal was to kill communism with fire. The Soviet Union wanted everyone to be communist. The US was super panicked about this idea since they believed in the domino theory, which said that if one country became communist, all the countries around it would become communist. If only that worked with chocolate. But as with communism, it also doesn't work with chocolate. In reality, the Cold War was just some dudes who wanted absolute power even outside their own countries, and also some guys who just liked war a lot, like Douglas MacArthur. That guy was but more on that later. The US and USSR fought each other in China, Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and also space. And don't forget about the fiasco in Cuba. Things got real intense in 1949 when the Soviet Union successfully detonated its own nuclear weapon, and school children had to start doing drills where they would hide under the desks in gas masks. Probs not too helpful. Then the Cold War became an arms race where both sides were intent on having more nukes than the other. The Cold War didn't really end until 1991 when the Soviet Union collapsed. That means this 44-year fight didn't end until one of the participants died. That is ridiculous, and also goes a long way towards explaining Vladimir Putin.